Of course, we start like that. Ciao ragazzi, my name is Anthony. Welcome back to Inter Worldwide. It is a pleasure to be here. The saving grace of my emotional health this afternoon. We're going to talk about a fair bit. We're going to talk about the fact that it is deadline hours, last possible like 9 to 10 hours now. I actually wasn't aware that it was still this long left. Don't worry, I'm not excited. Second of all, I feel awful making a title like this. It's so picky, you know? I feel like the English content creators where they do an emergency meeting 3 times a week. It's awful. It's an awful Monday. It's an awful Monday, even though I had a beautiful Monday sleeping beforehand and a perfect Monday afterwards. The Monday was flawless, apart from one thing. This fucking club. And I'm not even sugarcoating anymore. I'm allowed to swear if I want to. I'm sorry if there's younger people or baby ears, but we've built this community on the back of being authentic. So I need to be as authentic as possible without shouting, without yelling. That's not a nice thing to do. It's not the right thing to do. Wouldn't be a good role model otherwise, would I? Let's go to some of the comments first. Christian Potato, as usual. Full-time channel supporter, part-time comedian. Well, this was quick. Lube up your butts, fellas. We're in for a rough time. We are in for a rough season. The roughest of recent memory. You understand, don't you? Rodrigo understands. He didn't know anything else. All he knew was pain. Great player. Wrong era. What an embarrassment of a team. My Monday is ruined. Zach, my boy. Yours and every other Inter fan on the planet's Monday was ruined. Some of ours was ruined instantaneously as we departed for work only minutes after full time. Minutes. Minutes. Not hours. Minutes. It does. And I usually love Mondays. I especially love Mondays during the off season. But Inter's back to kill Mondays. Inter's back to grab Mondays and just turn it into an absolute catastrophe for everybody involved. However, Inter Worldwide has 47 people live on it right now, which is quite fucking good for 4:30 on a Monday in Sydney. We're in the ass crack time zone part of the day. This is the worst time to be streaming. And there's 44 of you here right now. You absolute misery merchants. You suckers for depression. You got nothing better to do than to hear me bitch and moan. I love it. I respect it. Like the video, subscribe if you're new, and just let me know where you are from if you are new. My brother in pain, Tim. Oh man, I don't know if I can do this. Surely we will sign a damn defender after that. Negative. We will sign niente, nada, nil, zero, a duck. Good morning, Ian Kerr. How is the beautiful, bright, vibrant, non-confrontational city of Belfast? There's not much worse than looking forward to a game all week only to wake up before the sun to experience that. I'm glad I didn't wake up for it. I was just in bed checking scores as it goes on. That's around about my wake-up time anyway. I'm glad I didn't watch it. I have watched very few minutes this season. Even the Torino 5-0, I didn't actually watch the full game back. Just watched extended highlights. One thing that will be consistent this season is that I'll be here. We'll be here doing what we do here, but you guys will need to forgive me if I can't bring analysis, in-depth discussion the same way that Zil Sharma can, or a lot of the other content creators can, because I'm not going to tune in. I'm not going to tune in at the horrible, horrible times of the morning of these kickoffs. You know, my work is quite energy taxing, especially in the morning hours. Can't do it. Won't do it. 46 people on Inter Worldwide. That is brilliant. You misery merchants. Raining as per usual. We are finally getting some sun, Ian. I'm loving it, bro. The vitamin D is helping everything. I had to sleep after that, which I didn't. Sharma's stream was saving grace. Yeah, I bet it was really good. I got to say, I haven't even gone back to it properly. I've only watched 5 minutes of that. So let's have a little bit of a chat of a few topics that I want to talk about. I don't really have much in terms of what to share. Don't have any graphics or anything like that. But, you know, let's start with a few opinions that I wanted to go through. I'm going to read out a recent one that I just saw. My boy Fate, some of you might know him. Kivu cannot motivate these lads either. It was seen at the Club World Cup and it was seen last night. Mind-boggling decision to choose him, and mind-boggling that Vieira and Cesc were the only other candidates. Guys like De Zerbi have ambition, and the fact Marotta wanted to hire a coach like Kivu or Vieira tells you himself showed a lack of ambition and thinks anybody can do what Inzaghi did. Marotta will have egg on his face, and he has all by himself ruined his own legacy. While I think this is slightly controversial, I don't think it's an exaggeration. I think that it does show a lack of ambition. We referred to that after the Champions League final. But what it does show to me is that, yes, Marotta is reluctant. He is complacent. He is happy to be the yes man for Oak Tree, while the Inter DNA slowly starts to seep out of our club. We were the last of the big three in Italy to hold on to a traditional element of our club, which did sort of leave with Suning. I know it's a bit weird to say that about them being a traditional element, but they did keep majority of the traditional values and the ambition until they couldn't. And now we're here with a disconnected board. And this is what I want to say, Ian, is like Kivu cannot be blamed. He needs time as a coach, and this is just the situation that he is in. Nobody, even for a second, should be blaming Christian Kivu for this. But he is inexperienced, and it's on Marotta. He's served people. He really has. Every Italian YouTuber I watched last night mentioned the San Siro as a theater. One even left the game at halftime, walked home and watched the second half on DAZN. Well, with no ultras there, it becomes almost like every other stadium, just with maybe a couple, a few thousand more, Ian. I haven't even watched the game back properly, so I'm not too sure if we even had the chances to finish the game properly. But, mate, starting this season with this same lineup will go down as one of the worst, stupidest decisions ever. Ever, ever, ever. I don't know how we assemble a motivated squad together to tackle the rest of the campaign. It's going to be a very long season, Massimo. By the way, guys, keep an eye on the channel. There is a GA Kits video getting released in the next couple of days featuring the jersey that Massimo got. And I dare say you can listen to his feedback yourself on it because it speaks for itself. Absolutely sensational. Solet and Christensen averaged about an 8 between them today. An 8 between them. They were really, really good. They were really, really good today. And we could have used a fast centre back like Solet today, man. We really, really could have. But it is what it is. We've lost over 90 minutes to Udinese, and Christian Kivu was probably sitting there going, shit, I definitely got gypped out. I definitely got gypped out by management here. There is absolutely no way that Marotta and Auxilio have delivered what they've promised. We've gone from Lookman and Leone to nobody. Absolutely nobody. Absolutely nobody. But we didn't get anything. We didn't get anything. And Bastoni looked pissed when he came off today. I've got the image right here. Looked absolutely wankered. Absolutely wankered. Bruv, he looks absolutely finished with this shit. He's probably thinking to himself, you know what? I probably could do a couple of seasons in the Premier League. Chelsea would drop 70 mil on me, no problem. These cheap bastards would sell me for 60 anyway. Rabiot signed for AC Milan. 4-year deal, but that's an absolutely awful deal, I've got to say. You can't be signing Rabiot for 4 years. Rabiot not bad himself, but you can't be signing him for 4 years. Yeah, it's not looking good, bruv. It was nice to see Pio Esposito get minutes. I did want to say a couple of things about what's it called? About Kivu. I liked his substitutions. I didn't think they were that bad. I don't think they were clueless, like a lot of people on Twitter were saying. I saw a lot of positive attacking substitutions, but mate, we lost the second match day to Udinese. And a lot of it has to shift to this guy's blame. So let's focus on this guy. I don't need to say that for his first few years at this club, for the first 3 years, this guy was hailed as everything. It was build him a statue level material, was it not? Was it not build him a statue level material? What we've gone through this market has been horrendous in terms of initial expectations. Now, I'm not saying we were ever promised anything, but we really showed a false sense of ambition at the start of the market, didn't we? A very false sense of ambition at the start of the market. Oh, I forgot as well. If anybody does want to jump in and has a decent internet connection, a camera or a conversation, camera or a microphone, you can jump in. Link is in the description right there. Pepe. The market's closed, cuz. It's over. It's over. You said it yourself. You keep picking up this microphone before every single game, and then nothing happens. Let's have a look at our market. We really needed a progressive midfielder or somebody that can look to adapt a Hakan role and ball play it forward. What was the point in dumping 25 for Doif? What was the actual point? Not to say he's a bad player at all, but we really went and dropped full-blown dollaroos on him. No loans, no obligations, full-blown upfront payment. Here you go. Here you go, mate. No questions asked. Bruv, there's absolutely no way. My guy. Sick kid. There's absolutely no way that you can forge together a deadline day signing at this rate. Zero chance. Because if you go to the market now, you're just going to be looking at who's looking to sell their scraps. The Lookman situation is going to be very, very interesting because you've got a rogue attacker roaming around Europe. I don't even know if he's back in Italy. He's not training with them, that's for sure. Is Atalanta really going to let this guy sit? Really going to let this guy sit? We can all hope. We could all hope for something. We could all hope for something deadline day-wise. We could all hope for a last-minute Lookman bid. I just don't see it happening. I got Zach with me, man. Zach, how you going, bro?
Hey, man. How are you? How's everything?
Yeah, very good. Good, bro. Where are you calling in from?
I'm calling from Saudi. I'm calling from Saudi, basically. I'm working over there. I'm Lebanese. Been a fan since 2006.
Good on you, bro.
Jesus Christ. I don't even know what to say. It's just embarrassing. You can't bottle a game like that.
It's your first time on the channel, so I want to welcome you. Thanks so much for coming in. So just take the microphone and wrap me up on your thoughts on everything from the way we finished last season to now. Where are you at, bro?
Sure. So just basically compared to last year, I want to say it was like a huge failure. Like if you're going to look at last season, how we were playing, but we did make it to the final. We made it when we were like 1 point away from winning the league, but still it's not even an excuse. And like to even add to that, we couldn't even get proper players for this fucking transfer market. It's just embarrassing. We're missing a lot of players, a lot of backups. Adding Bonnie and Esposito at the end of the game, having 4 strikers for the last 10 minutes, and nothing has been done. Like no effect at all. It's clear that we're missing defenders. Adding Acerbi at the end, like we're still using Acerbi. He's 37 years old.
We've got no play besides the wing backs looking to at least create some sort of athleticism on the flanks and whip a ball in, whether it's high, low, fast, slow. There is no progressive play from midfield. The only player that could have really done it before was Hakan, and he doesn't want to be there, bro. He does not want to be there at all. He's got a niggling muscular injury. He wants to preserve the last of his physicality. He had a 51% game today, and he'll have all of those, and he will be injured a lot this season as well. I don't want to just focus on him. I've said a lot about him, but he's a big part that needed replacing, that needed addressing. And I know that Galatasaray were lowballing us, but I need to say something else. We got him for free. We're not the only club in the world that's looking at the financial books and looking to also use that as emotional leverage. How do we know that somebody at one of the clubs that was looking at Hakan didn't go, so we look at this particular asset that you got for free on the books. We're looking to offer you $11.5 million green dollars. Now, Inter fans hear that in the media and they go, oh my God, don't do that. That's disgusting. We should be looking at 30 million. But Habibis, get real. The guy's turning 31 with a niggling muscular injury. We got him for free. It's 11 million plus green dollars, but apparently Galatasaray were lowballing us in a disrespectful way. I get it. It's not the number you want, but the number you want is irrelevant to the situation. Zach, would you agree with me, or am I being too harsh?
I not just that I agree with you. I feel you giving 51% is more than generous. I just feel he gave like maximum of 20% during that game. He was complete shit. Excuse my language, but
no, go for it, bro. It's good. You're taking the heat off me and my personality.
Anyone, just any player, any midfielder. Like, what happened to the Roma midfielder? Like, we didn't even get anybody. All right,
so brother, did you watch the full 94 minutes today?
I did.
Fantastic. You can be my go-to because I haven't listened to Sharma. I haven't spoken to anyone. I went straight to work. Talk to me about, was there anybody on the pitch that could walk off afterwards going, well, I did my bit and a little bit more. This is shit. Who was good?
Honestly, I just give full credit to Bastoni. That's all, sadly. Thuram most probably played for a good 60, 70 minutes. And then afterwards, he was just completely tired. He had the chance before the second goal, basically. He could have just shot it. I don't know why he fake shot it. And did you even realize in I think it was minute 80, 81, where they're basically playing ping pong in the fucking field of Udinese. Those last 3-4 shots.
I did see. I saw the one chance
Jesus
that,
Christ,
was like watching.
Gave me a heart attack. Yeah, literally. It's just embarrassing. We can't keep on going like this. And I feel Kivo is not going to make it he's not going to make it for maybe a quarter, if not less. He's not going to make it out alive. We're not going to get any players anymore. Bro. If I'm not mistaken, transfer window is closed, right? It's going to close within hours.
We're not getting anyone. Close in Italy. It'll close in about 11 hours, man. They've extended it into the PM in recent years. One of my mates confirmed it with me, and then I asked someone who lives over there. He goes, "It's funny though. Sometimes that clubs can talk to other clubs at different times, but basically you can confirm that in the next 8 to 9 hours, it's 150% closed. So they've got the next half a day basically to sort anything out. But
we're not getting anyone.
Why wait for now? Why wait for now? Why? Because you beat Torino 5-0. Because you beat Torino 5-0 in the first game. It's a joke, cuz.
And Morata's time is over. Like what you said.
Oh, it's over, bro. He's
showing.
His way of doing things died. His way of doing things died.
He's happy. He has 2% of Inter's share. He's happy. I don't even think he gives 2 fucks whether Inter goes down or Inter sinks or anything.
Well, surely having 2% shares means you've got an interest in them doing well. But one of my friends explained it really well. He goes 2% is 2%. 2%'s nothing. It was probably some 100%. Sort of clause in his contract with Oaktree that said if we give you the presidency, you have to make a purchase into the club.
Exactly. Just nothing is making sense at all. We do need reinforcements, but I doubt we're getting anybody this transfer window.
How was Sulcic today playing in a more advanced position?
I felt he was better in the first game. I feel like it's not made for him, this position. I feel he needs to go back, switch between him and Çalhanoğlu. But who are we gonna get instead of Çalhanoğlu? Who are we gonna replace him with? Mkhitaryan? That's the thing. We don't have options.
See, the thing is that we needed to sort out this 3-man midfield in a more attacking sense a long time ago. We've been coasting on Inzaghi's system because Mkhitaryan, let's face it, I know he's not the hot, flashy youngster that anybody thinks he is. I've been following football a long time in my life, and I adore players like this. They're part of the old school breed. It's not a coincidence that every manager in the world has wanted to play them and sign them. And I get it. He's old. He's past it. But beggars can't be choosers, and the managers look at the system and go, you know what, for the system, you fit this very well. But that just means we need a new adaptability to the system, mate. We need to be a little bit more flexible here. And the fact that we've got attacking orientated midfielders like Sulcic on his day, like Davide Fratesi, and we've got absolutely no idea what to do with them in an attacking sense
We're
from a
not taking
midfield point of
advantage.
view.
Exactly.
We
Exactly.
don't take
100% agree
advantage
with
from
you.
our attacking players at all. Our players are just rigid and we rely on the wing backs, and it's just an absolute mess, bro. So we need something in midfield, or we need to switch from a 2-man up top to 1-man up top and get some wider men up front and forward, play with 4 at the back. But it's not going to happen, bro. I just want to give a big shout out. There is 81 people on Inter Worldwide at the moment. And I just want to say the channel has done really, really well lately. So thank you to everybody that's keeping this going. The road to 5K is definitely on its way. What do you think? What do you think, bro? Do you have any optimism for this season? Because it's likely we're going to close the market with the current squad, brother.
Well, with the current market, basically, if we're going to close it, we have to depend on players like Fratesi. Just like you said, we have so many youngsters, so many potential, and Kivo is smart in using these players, basically. Like, you saw how he was giving chances to Boni and Esposito. You know, if it was Inzaghi's decision, I bet he would have kept Taremi, for example, you know, or Arnautovic if they had the chance to stay. But I don't know. Let's calm down a little bit. It's just the first loss. I know it's still early. Let's give it 2 or 3 months, and we'll see from there. But I'm not looking forward for Juventus at all. I'm not looking forward to even watch the game.
Yeah,
they're gonna ruin my day. They're gonna ruin my day.
There is.
My day's already been ruined. I'm working right now. I can't even focus. I'm really pissed.
Oh, bro, story of my life. Let me look up this game now, because you couldn't pick a worse game to come back from an international break for. Sunday, 2:00 in the morning, bro. That's disgusting. I would have preferred Monday. At least I would have been asleep.
It's I'm gonna make you like it's around at 7 p.m. at our time. It's on a Saturday, 7 p.m. in Saudi. So I think it helps a little bit. But the problem is that
does,
Sunday we have
definitely.
work. So yeah, Sunday's gonna go to waste.
Ooh, that's really bad, bro. That
You know,
hurts.
I hope, and I love Inter and everything. I hope we lose 3-0, 4-0. Like, we need to feel something. We need to feel some embarrassment. Like, I don't know. We need to
No,
wake
no,
up
no, no,
on
no,
Sunday.
Habibi. We already got that in the final. The ownership and the managers are proving to us that no matter how much of this we feel, they're not going to
It's all
change.
about the money. It's all about the money. You know, they just
Well, look, at the
wanna
end of the
make
day,
money.
Suning dug this hole for us that we're still scraping ourselves
True.
out of. But you know, so they're not. So I just want to say that, which is why I don't come out and say like, oh, we should have kept Suning, blah blah blah. People who say that just don't realize it was the ticking time bomb always going to go off. The bubble had to burst eventually.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Are we just going straight back to being? The thing is, it's worse before, because the last time people need to think about the last time we tried to build a project, because that's what we're going towards now. We have ended a project on the last day of May this year, and now we have started a new one. But the last time we started a project, we were young, we were ambitious, we were full of life. We had a full sack of balls and testosterone, and we were ready to go. We just qualified for the Champions League. Spalletti was walking away like a gentleman. Conte literally came in and went, all right, I'm going to kick this club right up the ass. And it's not a matter of if, it is a matter of when we win the prize that we want to win. Barella before his prime, Bastoni before his prime, Lautaro before his prime, Christian Eriksen as well in January for 25 million euros. What a brilliant signing. Well, bro, I looked at Twitter in the morning, saw Hakimi rumored to us, and by the time I went to bed that night, he was landing in Milan. Remember the good days like that. Remember some of the good days like that. The way that this regime made us smile early for Conte was incredible. It was like we were going to build a dynasty. Even when the Conte saga ends, Inzaghi comes in, and after the original jitters of handing over the title to Milan, we make the Champions League final, and everything looks like, bro,
We're back to the good days.
Great.
Yeah.
We're onto another good project. The style of play is awesome. The players are buying into it. We're starting to get a slightly more aggressive squad, albeit the average age is only dropping so minimally that it's not even worth talking about. But things are going okay. And then you bomb 4 of 4 trophies and lose the Champions League final like that. Everybody is restarting day one from the gutter with no resources. We're like homeless people now, bruv. We're not aspiring students that have just come out of college that have got a fresh look at the future. the best days are behind them at Inter for Nico Barella, Lautaro Martinez, Alessandro Bastoni, and a few of these other players. How do you expect them to gear up for it the same? Are the next players coming through going to challenge them in their positions enough to kick them the way that they need to be kicked? Probably not. So it is a very pessimistic outlook for a very good reason, bro.
I know it was impossible, but like a huge revamp should have happened after that final. It's just 5-0. There's no excuse, like 2-0, 3-1. Jesus, 4-1 would have been acceptable at least. You can't lose 5-0 in a final. It's done. The team was done by then. The team was basically done by then. And I wanted to ask you, what do you think of Osilia going to Hilal?
I say let him go, bro. I say he was a bum before Beppe Marotta arrived, and he'll be remembered as a bum after he leaves, to be
But do you
honest.
think we can get someone better than him? That's the question.
I don't think so either. And I don't think so either. And I don't know who's going to take his spot. He'll probably take Bachin with him, to be honest. And now it's up to Marotta to find someone to take all of their spots because he's not doing the job anymore. He's the president now. Now, this is why I said, like, we've been operating with, half a directing team for a while. And our directive board at one point about a year and a half, 2 years ago was our saving grace. I don't see players that can lead this team. I don't see a manager that can lead this team. And I don't see managers available that could lead this team in the right direction either. So I think now's a very good time to, yes, be always critical and worried about the state of Serie A and Italian football, but also maybe slightly count your saving blessings and graces as a Milan, Juve, and Inter fan, because if it wasn't like this, one or two of us would be very far behind. The country is just not competitive as a whole. De Laurentiis is the only body reaping the benefits at the moment for his homegrown club. And as of right now, bruv, we can't afford this league to get any better because we will get left behind. We won't go with it. The debt is huge that we've still got. I don't know how attractive we are to buyers at the moment. I don't hear any rumors of buyers at all, ever.
Like even Marotta said yesterday about Bastoni's transfer to Spurs that it wasn't really true. Nothing was going on. Apparently it was a loan, if I'm not mistaken. But all that are rumors, and like you're saying, the league is basically corrupt. That's why we're in debt. Nothing makes sense. Just I don't even know what to say. I'm out of words, honestly. I'm sorry. It's just disgusting in general. Everything that's been going on.
Yep. So where do you see us finishing, bro, before I let you go? Thanks once again for coming through. How would you even see this season as a success? Because at the end of the day, we're at that point where if I can't see much of a future, if I can't see anything being built, it's hard to get behind any of the games or any of the decisions that are happening. How do you even celebrate if you win? Let's say we win the Super Coppa this season. Super Coppas, like I've always said, are beautiful. They're amazing when it's like a piece of cake after an amazing dinner.
Exactly.
But because I'm not getting psyched up for cake on its own. I don't care what anybody says. That's just not me. You can have your cake and the extra calories, bro. I don't care for it whatsoever.
Cherry. You need that cherry on top of the cake. Exactly. Realistically, honestly, I do see ourselves in the top four. It's for sure. But not first. We're not going to win it. I don't think. If we're going to keep on going like this, if there's no click in the midfield, if the defense is as weak as we're seeing it, maybe we'll be lucky if we make it third. Honestly.
Yeah.
Look at Milan's transfers. Juve is going back to their good ways. We have to see in the next coming games.
We'll have, as we said, we have to see, because I don't understand the market from all three clubs. All three clubs have had a very, very questionable market. Milan are the ones on paper that have had the better signings, but you look at the strategy behind the signings and you go, what's going on here? Like this is very weird. They've had a very weird market. Signing Rabiot isn't a bad decision. He will add some very, very gritty technical direction. But I'm reading they've signed him for 4 years, bro. He's gonna be a problem for them within 9 months.
True.
It's a crazy market, bro.
We just have to wait and see, basically, and just hope that the midfield clicks. I'm happy with the strikers, honestly. Thuram is back to performing. Martinez is, as usual. You even saw the game yesterday. Did some miraculous moves, basically. We just needed that final straw. So it just didn't work. It wasn't working. we were unlucky yesterday. So that's no excuse to lose against Udinese's side, even at home.
Yeah.
You can't lose games like that. You can't lose games like that, man.
No, you don't. You don't win Scudettos losing games like that, and you definitely don't do it. Yeah, you don't. Oh well, cuz you can call in anytime. Feel free to message
Cheers,
me
buddy.
on
Cheers.
Twitter or WhatsApp. Message me wherever you know you can find me. Are you in the Interworldwide WhatsApp chat?
I'm not. I would appreciate it if you can add me. I'll message you on your. I think I can message you on YouTube, right? Or is there any direct
Uh,
messages on YouTube? Is that how it works?
I don't
Or
even know, to be honest. I don't get direct messages on YouTube. You can direct message me on Twitter. My Twitter's open.
sir,
Yeah,
sir.
but other than that, I'll also put a link in the description right now to the Interworldwide chat. I don't share it around much, but I'm happy to here. But yeah, thank you so much for coming in, bro. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, and on behalf of me and all the viewers, I just want to say you give us a peace of mind. You make us relax. So just keep on doing what you're doing, and cheers. Best of luck. Let's hope for a better season. Let's see how it goes.
Thank you, bro. I'm just glad that there's a community that accepts me for me being myself.
Oh,
So
absolutely, man.
thank you
Keep
for
on
being
doing
one
what
of
you're
those,
doing.
bro. Thank you,
Cheers,
bro. Ciao.
cheers.
Absolute legend. Like the video, subscribe if you're new. When did the screens become circles, bro? But that's all right. We diversify here. What's next? What do we talk about next? That was great. That was great having him call in. Just to be able to hear another opinion, to be able to chat like that was fantastic. So the link is in the description. Scroll up a little bit if you do want to join. If everybody has an internet connection like Zach's, I mean, that's fantastic. A lot of the issues come up when the connections are bad. What the hell? It's madness. It's absolute madness. There we go. That's a bit better. 84 people right now on Interworldwide. It's a fantastic amount. Thank you so much. Like the video. Subscribe if you are new. The community is doing well. We have gained 162 subscribers in the last 3 weeks. That's really good. I don't think I've ever had growth like that before since like the channel starts. So yeah, very, very good stuff. What else? Lautaro played well today, apparently, but I did see him walk off without shaking anybody's hand, having his little dummy spit, hissy fit. It is what it is. He is what it is. I want to sit here and believe and say that he's going to have, that I want to have full faith in Lautaro having a 25 goal plus season. I'm just struggling. I'm just really, really struggling. I'm really struggling to get behind him. I'm really struggling. And I know it's not fair a lot of the time, but a lot of the time it also is. This early season disappointment, I don't know how long it's going to last. I don't know how we're going to return from this international break. I don't know how we're going to be prepared for Juve. You know, I distrust those above Kivu in the club. I really distrust those above him in the club. It's looking miserable. It's looking miserable at the moment, bro. So all we can do is support the team as much as you can. You know, being in Australia, I can't lose sleep over this anymore. I can't sacrifice sleep over this anymore. The way you lose last season is bad enough, but the way the market's gone has just been inappropriate, disgustingly inappropriate. And unless there's a very special gift waiting at the end of the market, which there won't be. And, you know, we can't be making excuses for this. We can't be making excuses for this. Yeah. I also don't think the chemistry between Lautaro and Thuram was very short but sweet. I really don't think the chemistry is there. If you're going to play two up top, and the chemistry is not there between the front two, like, it's just not going to work. And I think that there is an element missing in the chemistry between Lautaro and Thuram as well. I think that'll do for today. There's a few others that I want to say hello to. Hey, Ahmed, you're funny, man. There's a lot more Vince content coming for you. Charles Sergio, haven't heard from you in a long time. And Isaac, my brother, my son. You keep living your best life, son. I'm proud of you always. And thank you, Megan, for coming through again. And that's it, bro. That's it. Another match day. Another L. There will be plenty of L's. There'll be plenty of L's. There won't be too many memorable wins this season. It's going to be a grindy season. It's going to be a miserable season. It's going to be a top four and vibe season, a cup and vibe season. And Ian said it up there before. It's going to get worse when Europe comes around because this squad ain't going to cut it with European fixtures. We got turned on the dick by Udinese and we've got to play Juve and Liverpool when we get back. Liverpool straight away? Or is it Ajax? It might be Ajax. We've got Liverpool and Atletico Madrid and Arsenal and Dortmund and Liverpool. Because it's going to get messy. It's going to get messy this season. There will be moments this season where you look at the ladder around December, January, February, parts of March, and we'll be like 5th or 6th. We'll only be like 1 point away from 3rd, but there's going to be a clusterfuck of inferiority, of mediocrity going on. Like picture the Spalletti seasons all over again, especially the second one against Empoli, where we qualified on that final day. That's coming. That's coming. That sort of season is coming, where you're looking at it and you're like, if we get 2 points in this period, if we get a draw here, if we get a win there, we might make top 4. Nauseating stuff. Hakan wanted to go. Guys, I was going to leave, but if you keep pumping the chat, I'll stick around for a few more minutes because there's 81 people, 82 people here still. I'm not going to turn my back on that. The channel's been growing very, very well lately. Bro, it's so funny. He's such a funny kid, man. Keep going. Like, I could do this all night. I could do it all night with you. I'm blessed. Personally, the issue for me is the midfielders. Hakan is the one. He's not the one he used to be. He needs to be benched. He needs to go, bro. He needs to go back to Turkey because there are more useful things going on in Turkish kebab shops in Bankstown on a Monday. They're closed on a Monday in Sydney. They don't open on Monday. Oh, Ian, that's just one of my students, bro. He like lives to be a smart ass. He knows. He knows. He knows. We do mergers in our rugby league code in Australia here and there. And the team that we both support did it back in the year 2000. Horrible decision. We're shit. You think Inter is suffering? Tell him, kiddo. Tell him what real suffering is. Inter is sky high heaven blessing compared to what the diehards of this particular rugby league team go through. Me, I support it majority for my dad. I'm not a heartbreaker. I'm not a diehard. But my God, you really want to talk about copping it? This fan base could walk through the 9th circle of hell and back and come back and go, that's nothing, bro. I'm a West Tigers fan. I'm a West Tigers fan. Matt Pickham, channel regular on here, is a diehard West Tigers fan. Poor bloke, bro. Between his Inter and a diehard West Tigers fan. Oh, it's not a good life. Even I suffer with it, but just not as much as others. But yeah, shit result, shit season, shit board of directors, shit manager, shit team, shit everything. Shit fans, shit jersey, shit sponsor. What else? Shit Champions League draw. Yeah, shit haircut as well. No worries. Shit result, but not shit season. I like your enthusiasm. All right, bro. All right, guys, that'll do it. Yeah, there'll be more weather updates soon for Christian Potato. It's too early to say negative season, but we'll see. All right. Thank you. I'll see you guys soon. Have a good day. Have a good evening. Wait, what's coming up? It's international break. I don't really need to do anything for a few days, but I will because there's a lot of you. Can we talk about live shit? Can we talk about Zoma? Yeah, he lacks enthusiasm as well. But he's old. He's past it. It's not his job to get enthusiastic about an Italian team. The guy's neutral. He's Switzerland. Legit. He doesn't have to do anything. He's way past it. This guy was kicking back while Manuel Neuer had his starting position at Bayern Munich. And we expect him to care now? No way. All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Bye, Isaac.